Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Alberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can sound like a pro and gain more podcast fans. Today's tip is how to get your podcast back on iTunes or prevent it from getting pulled in the first place. This happened to me, yours truly, your podcast performance coach, a couple of months ago. I was notified by a tweet from Stargate Pioneer, which I found out were the same guys from Better Podcasting and GonnaGeek.com. So a shout out to you guys. Thanks for listening and helping out with the cause of creating better podcasters. Love what you're doing. They tweeted, "Hey Tim Wahlberg, went to your latest episode on iTunes, but you weren't there anymore." So I clicked on iTunes, went to my podcast, gone. And I saw, this podcast is no longer available. Well, crap. And now I didn't panic. It wasn't the death of me. But as soon as I found out I got pulled, I was on it. First thing I did was go online and search for the reason my podcast had been pulled. There were way too many reasons and not a surefire method that would result in an automatic fix. So I turned to my host, Libsyn. They had many answers in their knowledge base, but what I did find extremely valuable was an email address that connected me with iTunes. That email address is podcastsupport@apple.com. I'm going to put that email address in my show notes. It's extremely valuable if you need help from iTunes. It's podcastsupport@apple.com. Yes, there's two S's back to back in that address. So I sent an email to iTunes and I said, "What up? My podcast was removed." Why? I think it was 2 days later I got a response from Aaron. Quote, "Your show was removed because the author field contains extraneous information that should be included as part of its description." This is exactly what keyword stuffing is. Guilty. In the summer of 2018 is when a lot of people were feeling the backlash of keyword stuffing. This was a valued SEO practice that a lot of people were doing for a lot of years. And it was actually encouraged when I started my podcast back in 2016. I was cramming keywords all over the place to get found, even other people's names. iTunes and Google caught on. Now they penalize you for it. So you can't do it anymore. So don't keyword stuff. I think in my author description, I had Tim Wahlberg, podcast performance coach with over 20 years of radio experience. At least that. I might have had more than that. So I removed all that and it just now says Tim Wahlberg as the author. And I also looked at my podcast description and I cleaned up some of the language that may have also looked like it had been stuffed. So I sent a note back to my new best friend at iTunes, Aaron. I think he was a human. May have been a robot, but I think he was a human. "Hey, Aaron, it's all cleaned up. Good to go right now. So just let me know when you get my podcast back up there. That'll be super. Hey, thanks a lot. Okay, bye." Next day, I got a note back from my new best friend, Aaron. He said, "Hey, Tim, while reviewing your feed, we located another issue. There's explicit language in your episode descriptions, and your podcast is not marked as explicit. Respond to this email after you've made corrections so that the review can be completed." Well, you should have heard the explicits fly when I read that. So yeah, I know I've used swear words like shit and ass. One of my most popular episodes is Shit In is Shit Out. Episode 20. Check it out. I found out that even the word kick-ass is frowned upon. So I searched all my podcast descriptions for naughty words, and I matched them with the episode descriptions in Libsyn. And I went in and marked all of those episodes as being explicit. I didn't change any of my content. I just marked those episodes as explicit. So when iTunes pulls up my RSS feed, they can now see that I have 15 episodes that are explicit. This isn't really a big deal for me. I'm not too worried about a few red E's on my iTunes page. I think you can handle my language. So now on iTunes, I have a parental advisory explicit content badge on my iTunes podcast. I don't care. Makes me look hardcore. Badass, if you know what I mean. Yeah! So I wrote back to Aaron and said, "Hey man, I cleaned up all my shit and marked those nasty episodes as explicit. Check it out. He got back to me and said, great, thanks. It's under review. Give it 24 hours. I did. And I was back in business on iTunes. Thanks, Aaron, the human, I think. The whole process from when I discovered I was down to getting back up on iTunes was about 1 week. That's really not too bad. I thought that whole experience went rather smoothly. I think I was dealing with a human, so it was nice to get actual back and forth and details of what I can do to fix it, and it went well. But it could have been avoided. So I wanted to share that with you because we all spend a lot of time writing our podcast and episode descriptions so we can get found. But this was a good reminder for me, my clients, and you. Be careful when doing that. You can't keyword stuff anymore. iTunes and Google have figured it out. They're going to penalize you for it. Don't cram all those fields in your podcast and episodes with unnecessary keywords or tags. Title, subtitle, author, description. Play by the rules and you won't get stung. And if you're going to swear, be upfront about it. This will save you a big headache later on. And I hope that's just the tip you need. Now that I'm back up on iTunes, why not hit subscribe or hit the subscribe button on the platform that you're listening to right now? Please, it means a lot. I don't want you to miss anything. You could be on YouTube, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and yes, iTunes. Hit that subscribe button or connect with me at podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Wolbert. See ya!